Halle Bailey is making sure that her son never gets to see his father again. In all actuality, that's not really her goal, but she tried to co-parent with the DDG, and he decided to get violent with her and put their son in a dangerous situation. Halle has gathered enough evidence to go to the courts and take custody away from DDG. And on top of all of that, he has to stay 100 feet away from her at all times. So let's get into it. Halle Bailey's violent relationship with DDG is finally coming to light because she filed a temporary restraining order in court to keep DDG away from her and their son Halo. She's accused him of verbally and physically attacking her. In the documents, Halle claimed that DDG called her evil and a B-word, while also accused her of withholding their son Halo from him. She requested the court to order DDG to cease and desist from posting and or streaming on any and all platforms about their son Halo and Halle. She also accuses him of physical harm and submitted some photo evidence that shows some of her injuries caused by her ex, which is insane that he is now beating on the mother of his child. My heart breaks for Halle, the fact that she's been going through this as a new mother and kind of feeling alone, having DDG going online, blasting their personal business, and then coming home and getting physical with her. Her declaration includes a bunch of evidence, so DDG's not looking good. At one point, he refused to tell Halle when he would return their son Halo to their home after taking him away. So I guess he had been watching his son for a bit and refused to tell the mother of his son when he would return the baby. She said, "I felt very nervous that he was taking Halo with him and was very agitated. I did not feel safe leaving a baby with him in his state. I also wanted to know when he would bring Halo back, but he would not tell me this." And as a new mother, you definitely don't want to watch your son in distress and this man who's gone violent with you taking him away. Halle claims that Halo was crying. "I repeatedly pled with him to stop calling me a B-word. I felt nervous." She claimed the argument escalated and things got physical between them. She said, "We fought each other, wrestling and tussling. At one point, DDG was pulling on my hair. Then he slammed my face onto the steering wheel, causing my tooth to get chipped. I then stopped fighting back. I was in a lot of pain." And here's some of the photos of her chipped tooth and the bruises on her body that happened after this incident where she was just trying to protect her son. Halle further claimed that DDG entered the home in March without permission, stating that she had footage of the alleged encounter from her Ring doorbell camera. She claimed the encounter left her feeling very unsafe and nervous that he would enter her home again when she was there. So DDG broke into her home when she was not there, and he took this picture of her bed and wrote, "Me and Halo are at the front door. Can you answer? If you're not home, just say that." Then he took a picture of the bed saying, "Now I know what you've been on. You can pick Halo up from George. I have to go to work." A few days after the incident, Halle claimed that DDG stopped by her home again to see their son. She stated that she and Halo were both sick and that she didn't want Halo going anywhere because of his illness. Halle claims that DDG became angry with her, unplugged the Ring camera after seeing it was recording, and then locked her out of her home. Most recently on Mother's Day, Halle claimed that DDG accused her of being with other men as she went on a short vacation with her sister and her son. Halle also claims that whenever Halo is in DDG's care, their son is usually left with his mother, so he's not even watching the baby. We have a text message from Halle writing, "Daryl, are you not tired of harassing me? You make up a new lie about me every day. I'm in St. Lucia having fun with Charmaine and Chloe. Not any man out here. I wouldn't do that. I have Halo. I told your mom I was going to be with my sister last week. Please let me enjoy my Mother's Day in peace. I hope you are okay and feel better soon." Halle said, "I can't keep living like this. I never know when he's going to demand our son be in his mother's care and whether I'll be subjected to his threats and harm." Halle also stated that she wants Halo to be close with DDG's family, but said that DDG should be present instead of simply leaving Halo with his family for days. She also wants to make sure that DDG can't talk about this publicly. She says that he's a YouTuber and a Twitch blogger, and he creates a fan frenzy by making false claims about her. "This has caused me to feel afraid and victimized. His fans then threaten me. I am often scared for my life and Halo's safety." Now, DDG, he loves to be one of those in real life streamers. He's constantly streaming wherever he goes, whether he's at the mall or hanging out with friends. It's kind of a bizarre way to live, but of course he was caught on stream when he heard about the news that he was going to be served a restraining order. So it looks like they're in a shop and everyone's telling them, "Hey, look at the news."
Why are they saying GGTMZ?
Oh no, this must be so. My stomach would sink if I were him, especially with all of the pictures and evidence that shows like he's a terrible guy. Look at him looking at it. He's like, oh
Story
no.
Now. What? Oh. Don't even. That can't even be real. Fuck all that. But that can't even be real.
Fake allegations? We've got photo receipts, and I'm pretty sure that's what they're looking at right now.
But that's the thing. But don't even. But you remember we talked about last night? All that. Let me say something. It's not. No, I'm saying, but I don't know where that even came from. Yo, stop these fake allegations. This is a father. This is a real person. It's a good human being. Even, but I don't. But hey, bro, we on stream, bro.
A clothing store full of enablers. Auntie Lauren commented, men who immediately defend people like this, even with solid evidence, scares me. Despite these serious allegations, DDG has been trying to play chill, writing, I'm chilling by the way, I have no worries, he wrote on X. And even though DDG claims that he is just chilling, the rest of the world is super upset, especially with like the Diddy trial going on and things like this. It's almost like we're watching a Cassie Diddy situation happen in real time.
When you get a restraining order, when Daryl got that restraining order, there's a thing in there, in writing, that says, if this is not true, you have X amount of days, usually it's 30 days, to go to the courts and to counter what she says. So you can be around your kid so you don't have to have the restraining order. He can go in there and prove, I never did this, I never did that, I deserve to see my kid. When I got my restraining order on my baby daddy, they told me, okay, we'll do it for you, but not for your kid, because he wasn't really doing anything. I mean, the motherfucker would put hands on me, choke me while I was holding her, so there definitely should have been a restraining order. So, for the fact that Hallie could get a restraining order for her and her child tells a lot.
Now, because everyone's looking at DDG now, people are starting to talk, including his mother, Tonya. Now, Tonya posted this on her story, writing, I usually don't comment or say anything on the internet, even with all this negativity, the lies, and the hatred towards mine. However, these accusations made me realize that I've been quiet too long.
Behind every abuser is a boy mom enabling their behavior.
This comment reads, their mamas be the biggest enablers, I swear. And then DDG started to tweet some more, like this message, being sad for more than 24 hours is a choice. Life goes on, keep it pushing. He also wrote, this week is going to be one of those. This drama stuff got about 48 more hours of relevance, which he thought that at that point that people are going to forget about it. No one's going to care about these allegations against him. Until we got an update and Hallie actually secured temporary custody of their baby Halo. People magazine reported that Hallie has reportedly requested an order to prevent child abduction, citing DDG's past of hiding their son and not cooperating. She also wants the judge to block him from traveling with Halo or getting passports without her approval. If he travels with him with her permission, she wants to have all the travel details, contact info, and a return ticket just in case. She also wants the judge to deny DDG unsupervised visits. She's asking him to have supervised visits once a week for 6 hours with a professional present. This comment reads that she must have had enough proof for the judge to grant her all of that. Now, Ruby Rose used to date DDG back in the day, and she also made some disturbing allegations against him. This article reports that Ruby Rose fans are revisiting her past allegations against DDG following Hallie's recent restraining order. Ruby had previously claimed that DDG was physically harmful, but many feel like her accusations were dismissed due to her ties to the adult industry. This person wrote on X, all I'm going to say is that Ruby Rose tried to tell y'all about DDG and you bashed that girl and literally ignored her situation because of her brand. Now, it was in 2021 where we saw photos that almost look identical to what Hallie had shared in her restraining order, these mirror pictures where it looks like he grabs them by the back of their arms. A few years ago, DDG did an interview and the interviewer actually asked him about these allegations, and the way that he responded kind of makes me feel like he's guilty and he knows it.
I did see that you were accused of being a.
Where you see that at?
Now I saw Ruby Rose post, like they said she had like bruises on her arm.
Yeah, nah, that was some. That wasn't nothing.
Okay, so that was.
Yeah, that's some shit that.
Taken out of.
She got like hacked on Twitter or some shit like that, and then it turned into some like.
Okay.
Some, you know
I did see she was hacked.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The comments call him out, writing, he said everything but I didn't do that. Ari wrote, "That wasn't none," is a crazy response. Another person on X wrote that Ruby Rose said that she used to post about the harm she experienced from DDG on her close friends, which included HALLE, and HALLE still chose to date him. Let this be a reminder to women that if he did it to someone else, he can do it to you. Now, I don't know if that's true. I don't know what Ruby was posting back then and if HALLE actually had seen it, but it is scary to think about. I really think that DDG is sick. I mean, if you could do that to the mother of your child, you could do it to anyone. And I think he's maybe sick with narcissism. I mean, I'm not a psychiatrist, but I found a clip of him speaking from 1 month and then the following month. And the way that he speaks about his child, the situation, and he tries to villainize HALLE is incredible. Take a look.
But I did get a video before y'all seen it, so that made me happy. But Halo is walking. Like, I seen it. See, I don't even want to say all of that, see? But I ain't know he started walking until I went on the internet. I ain't even know. I seen it on the internet. It's not cool, bro. When I got home, he know how to walk.
Like, I question if DDG believes his own lies at this point. I mean, what is wrong with that man? He cannot keep his story straight. But the final thing I want to show you in this video was when he, a few months ago, decided to make a song where he talks and raps about the fact that his baby mother, HALLE, is keeping their child away from him. I mean, I can understand if he feels sad that his child is being kept from him, but his own actions are the reasons why. And that, you know, him going and making a track about this, to me, just shows me that he is like immature. He's not looking at this seriously. He's making songs about it, and he's almost like happy to celebrate this and to write music about it.
You tell me that you gon' move on, but I know you not trying to make me pay to see my son. They gon' make me hot, that'll make me piss, that'll make me sick. Playing games like Twitch.
Wait, you have to make. Wait, he's accusing her of like making him pay to see their son.
Get the green like kick, and it's not about the money, it's more about the principle. You know I'm rich, cause they only have baby and he getting big. I don't wanna miss nothing.
It's embarrassing at this point, but I'm really glad that HALLE feels that she can go and speak up and stand for herself. And, you know, I feel like a lot of people are worried in those positions that like the public is going to perceive them in some negative light, but it seems like everyone's been generally supportive of her. I want to hear what you guys think of this video in the comments below. Thank you for tuning in, and send some love and support to HALLE because she needs it. Bye, guys.